Hey everyone, it's Army Gaming. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to Monster Legends. Huge shout out to SP for giving me everything I need to make this video. They provided the monster, all the cells needed to take this monster to rank 5, any gems I use will be reimbursed, and they also provided the food to feed this monster all the way to level 150. Alright everyone, let's take a look at VoltaiK Redeem. Starting off with his evolving trait, he has the tough, starting things off, 35% of his accuracy against his targets. Then at rank 1 he gets an immunity to electrified, and then at rank 3 you get a self-evasion. Status caster evades incoming attacks. So, at the start of the battle, you'll be essentially protected. I wish I would have seen, instead of an immune to electrified, I think I would have also liked to seen maybe immune to electrified and immune to shock, because obviously if the enemy starts off with a shock beast against you, well, you're going to be in trouble. You're not going to be able to utilize your ET skills. I gotta say though, I do love the fact that SP is introducing another VoltaiK. Let's take a look at what his skills and what he has to offer. The Return deals moderate light damage to an enemy, applies repentance to one enemy. This, of course, let me see if I can click on it. There we go. Deals 10% of light damage. Incoming attacks will always land. That way you don't miss your incoming attacks. And Power deals low thunder damage to all enemies. 20k volts, there we go. Deals moderate thunder damage to one enemy, gives one extra turn to itself, requires cooldown. 35 stamina, 2 turn cooldown. Seek Redemption applies repentance to one enemy, gives one extra turn to itself. This is cool because it doesn't deal any damage, so you don't gotta worry about triggering talents or relics or anything like that. And it is your spammable skill, so even though it doesn't deal damage, I think it's pretty cool that you can hit someone, don't worry about triggering anything, and then get another turn. And then after you land that, the incoming attacks will always land, so that's pretty cool. Redemption Raise deals low light damage to one enemy, deals moderate light damage to all enemies, applies repentance to all enemies. That feels like static shocks without the extra turn. Let's hope we get something else. Light Within applies damage to itself and removes torches from itself. This could be a good skill to run in case you get hit with a lot of dots. Maybe you go up against someone with 7 sins and you're on the verge of dying and you're like, nope, I'm gonna cleanse. I wish they would have also reapplied like an evasion or something. The Light of Love applies Anticipation Hater, area dodge, and evasion to itself. This is a really cool setup skill, only a 10 stamina cost, that's interesting. Heavy 4 turn cooldown. So, Anticipation Hater, which is obviously your biggest weakness, imagine using this monster and this skill against a Galvanist. You purposely do an extra turn skill so that Galvanist can do the enlightenment and give the whole entire team Anticipation, and then you do the Light of Love to do Anticipation Hater. You have area dodge, so you're protected, and you have evasion, so you're protected. Ooh, VoltaiK is setting up the Galvanist. That's awesome. You have 50k volts, heavy thunder damage, one extra turn to itself. And that is 58 stamina, 4 turn cooldown, always with the heavy stamina cost. Light Shock, so like static shocks, also like the dark version, but now we have light version. Moderate light damage to an enemy, deals moderate light to all enemies, gives one extra turn to itself. Thunder Spark, 30% stamina, deals moderate thunder damage to all enemies. Light Assault, low light damage, one extra turn to itself. 30 stamina, 0 cooldown, spammable. Magic Love, Anticipation Hater to itself, evasion to itself. So why the heck would you run this when you have the Anticipation Hater version of it? Alright, if I was to run this monster, I would give him Seek Redemption. Again, it is your spammable skill. It does not deal any damage. I think you need that in this environment. I would not run Light Assault. You don't need it. I would run your Light Shocks. This is your essentially your AoE skill. I would run, I might just go with the 50k, not the 20k. You could obviously go with all of the skills, but I think I'd do without it, and instead I would go with the Anticipation Hater, area dodge, bam, right here. Anticipation, wait, nope, I had it right the first time. Area dodge and evasion. I think I'd go with this setup right here. Yeah, you have a strong single. Actually, what does more damage? Probably the 50k. Moderate Thunder, 35 stamina cost. Who cares about the, yeah. The bad thing is the stamina, right? Because this deals heavy thunder damage for 58 stamina. This deals moderate thunder damage for 35. And you get it every 2 turns. Nah, but I'm fine cycling that Light Shocks and then Seek Redemption. So yeah, I think I would stick with this. One argument might be forget the AoE and run both of these. But I think in an environment, well, there are plenty of meta light monsters. So you might be okay with a 20k and a 50k, but that's ultimately up for you to decide. I'll go with Light Shocks. Yeah, I don't need that. Don't really need the AoE. Removes torch from itself. I think I could do without it. And hopefully I have an ally that can support. So I think I would do this setup right here. Alright, and then in terms of a relic, we would give this monster Stamina Recovery Relic. So Tetsuman's Mask. We would give this monster I personally like to go with something to recover life, so for now all I have is Cane Sword. And here I think there's a lot of different ways you can go about it. Let's see, after damaging the skill, deals 18,000 points of light damage and deals dark damage. After damaging the worst, life applies sunburn to all enemies. Kiridar's Horn's amazing. At the start of the battle, you get armor and increases your strength. And when the turn starts, if any allies under a negative status effect removes negative effects, this would be a good one for this monster. Very good one for any monster, really. Of course, you could also go with the ET skill. Or with the ET skill, with the ET... Hold on. When the turn ends, applies torture immunity to the wearer. This one could be another great one. After being damaged by a skill, if the wearer's life is below 50, applies evasion. When the turn ends, applies torture immunity. This could be a phenomenal one for you who's going to be attacking everyone, especially if you're using the light shocks. There's a lot of good talents you can give this monster. Fang, Satellite. I already forgot. Where are you? Extra turn talent. Let's see. This is damage. Starry, this is extra damage. What does this do? Nightmares, Possession. There it is. Morgan's... No. When the turn starts, anticipation to the wearer. Gosh, there's so many talents I'm not even familiar with what everything does. Damaging with the skill of any enemies under control, negative status effect. Oh my gosh, so much stuff you could run. Let's go with what... Did I already equip it? Oh no. Let's go with this. So remove negative effects. And I think with this, he is pretty good and solid. As far as the rune setup for this monster, I mean, he's one of the few that if you give him a stamina rune and you just let him go and attack like crazy. You could do this with a strength rune, of course. Anytime you have strength and stamina, this is the reason you make like strength and stamina or even speed and stamina. And of course, a speed rune. So this is not a bad setup for this monster. Okay, let's go with this. This is not a bad setup. And again, if you have stamina, do the stamina. And if you don't need that extra stamina, you feel like, give him double strength. Give him double speed. He's one of these monsters that you can really change it up a bit and you'll be totally fine. For the sake of this though, I will give him the stamina so he has a lot of attacking potential. And with that being said, I think we are good to take him out into PvP. Alright, so this is the team I'm going to utilize. It's usually my go-to attacker team. Omnia for turn transferring purposes, also cleansing. A Megaton monster, oh, let's give him a single life rune, otherwise he'll be in danger. Alright, and my Volt running his stamina setup, which doesn't matter because I can just turn transfer into him. Alright, let's see what kind of damage he can do. Now, of course, because this monster was given to me by SP for the sole purpose of an exclusive first look, I will be exiting out of the battles. And here we see light monsters that are meta. We see Uriel, we see Cupid, Meramodus is dark, so I'm going to have a field day with him. Let's take a look at some talents. Okay, the talents aren't too bad. There is that shock, which again, I wish I had a shock immunity as a trait. That would actually make more sense. Or immune to electrified and shock, see? I would have loved to see that. SP kind of missed the boat by not giving immunity to shock. With that being said though, we will just turn transfer. Alright, and now we can get into it. So, light shocks, oh my gosh. I mean, it is a... What are you, Meramodus? So 146 with over 500,000 HP, over 500k. This again doesn't deal any damage. 50k is 260. We'll do light shocks again. This is essentially like an AoE version because it deals damage to one and then to all. So 390, 390, 390, 4 times. Alright, well, let's speed this up. Alright, got my bleed. So again, having something that can remove those dots, amazing. The torture immunity would be amazing as well. I used up my light shocks. I can do the 50k. Boom. There we go. If I was worried about missing, I would do redemption. Alright. And then light shocks. Cane sword. Redemption over here, making sure stuff land. We get a dot. Light shocks. I mean, look, with the stamina rune, I have 912 stamina. That's crazy. We'll go 50k. Finish you off. I'm assuming you have revival. Shadow's essence. Okay, perfect. We'll go light shocks. Of course, since it's that AoE version, it doesn't deal as much. So only that initial attack goes through. So again, it is stamina heavy to cycle back into 50k, but once you get it, bam, 160. Light shocks again, and so on. So we can exit out. You get the whole idea. Volt, amazing. Strong monster. You let him go, he will destroy you. You know, now you can do a team of 3 Volts. Thundervolt, Dark Volt, and Light Volt. That's funny. Alright, ooh, Anticipation Monster. Alright, what will we do here? So, let's do this. Let's go ahead and turn transfer. Gotta get rid of that. Alright. And then we will do 50k light shocks. This will kill him. Alright, and then just for fun, The Lord, ouch. Oh, don't die, Lord Nabotis. Oh, he died. Oh, man. What I wanted to see was that Anticipation Hater in effect, but it's fine. I'm hoping we run into a Galvanus. That'll be interesting. Running into Galvanus. Still no Galvanus. We have 7 sins there, so that's what I worry about. Demonic Pact, and then Cleansing. Alright, got hit with a dot. 3 turns before I die. Blah, blah, blah. Alright, so... let's do this. And here's why let's do this. Here's where that 7 sins is like super annoying. Ooh, dots. I will say it is a good thing. Let's do this. 7 sins. It is a good. That evasion does protect you from other incoming dots. So against that, like 7 sins, you're fine. We'll go ahead and turn transfer. All right. We will do 50k. Oh, that's nice. That is nice. We'll go with the light shocks. All right, 7 sins, still blocked. 50k. That's weak against him. Light and thunder. He is not someone I'm good against. We'll do light shocks. Okay, so those dots are hurting me. So again, maybe that other talent. Ooh. That other talent would probably be better. I think this is where I die because of those dots. The other talent with the torch immunity might be a better play for him, or else you run into those situations. So 7 sins, huge issue, which is why that skill that deals no damage and just applies repentance is a good skill for him to have, and why I recommend it over like the 20k volts. Oh, perfect! This is exactly what I wanted to see. Unfortunately, we do have an evasion, but I think that's fine. We will turn transfer. Enlightenment. Aura of Faith. Alright, so we'll do the Light of Love. Anticipation Hater, Area Dodge, Evasion. Alright, check this out. So, Anticipation and Elvira. Anticipation, Evasion. Alright, so look at that. Just easily able to kill him, even though this is a Thunder Monster. I think we'll do the 50k volts. They'll get a turn in, that's fine. Hopefully, they shouldn't be able to kill me. Radiant Arrow, Spear of Destiny. Oh my gosh. Just wait till I get a turn in. I hope it doesn't cleanse. If he does AoE, he's gonna cleanse. Oh, thank gosh, he keeps doing his singles. That's awesome. Oh, and he ended with an AoE, but too late for that. Too late for that. Demonic. Oh, they took down my king. Alright. Alright, cleansing. Alright, and here we go. Light shocks. Oh, so he moved enough to where that anticipation's gone, but look at that. On Elvira, boom. There you go, that's hot sun. Oof. I thought they'd both go down. Let's do Audio Evasion. Let's do that. Let's do that. Alright, out of curiosity, do that. Missed 50k volts. I don't think you die. Nope. Well, let's do this. Evasion, self-scale, and then finish you off. VoltaiK survive, VoltaiK lives. Yeah, so against a Galvanus, you're good. It's just a matter of how you set it up. You're good. Heck, you can give him a life rune and he'd probably still dominate. Because we haven't even gone into using his relic to survive. Actually, I'm curious now. Using his relics for stamina recovery. If we even swap that, just out of curiosity. Skills-wise, I do believe that's the best. Deals low light, no extra turn. Damage boost removes torture. Possibly, I could see it being beneficial. But even if we just go ahead and switch... Oh, can't click. There we go. Even if we switch this for... where was it? I think it was down here. Scrolling down. Where is it? It's for the cape. Torture immunity. Even though I have a lot of ET skills, we'll see. We'll see how it plays out. Versus. And fights. Another Galvanus. Perfect. Perfect. So, especially when the turnovers like this, it's literally turn transfer. Galvanus does Enlightenment. Perfect. I do Light of Love. Now I have Anticipation Hater. He does whatever he wants to, and now my AoE skill. Look at that. Oh, that is glorious. Attack, boom, kill. Took almost 2 monsters down. Oh, that was great. Alright, Arrow, Spear of Destiny. I don't know why he singles. It's funny. I could have killed Cherub Cupid if I wanted to. But I went after Uriel. Lust Wings. Alright, cleanse my Anticipation Hater. Alright, well that's fine, honestly, at this point. Yeah, we can easily kill. Boom, 50k. Goodness. And then Light Shocks. Boom. Dead. And then Repentance. And then Light Shocks. I'm assuming he has Revival, Torbox, yes. And then this. And then my mask kicked in. See, so even without that stamina rune, and even a life rune, if you need to make him survival, look at his HP now, over 1 million. So, I think there's different ways to utilize him. You can make him stronger, you can make him tankier. But it goes without saying, like, he's one of those monsters that you can dominate the game with. Especially from an attacker perspective. And I love that he can even dominate now the Anticipation monsters, which is normally his biggest weakness. So SP giving him that, I think was really smart and really good. Again, I wish part of his trait would have been a shock immunity. I think that would have been beautiful. But SP did not decide to go that route. I did not realize they had Anticipation, so I would just do Anticipation Hater, dodge area evasion, and we're good to go. Ah, darn it. Alright, we just got to recharge. I think I have a tanky life. Ooh. Killed my Ammonia, but Volt is good. Ooh, he's on his own now. Let's see how I fare on my own. Oh my gosh, can you stop doing evasion? My goodness. Alright, I am gonna cycle. I'm gonna cycle into this skill. Hopefully it protects me, we'll see. Oh, got OTK. Alright, well I tried. Alright, we'll do another battle. But yeah, VoltaiK, great, phenomenal monster. Let's see what he can do. Light monsters. That evasion is the annoying thing to deal with. If I can get through that, I think we can. Oh, I didn't realize he had Anticipation. Let's cleanse from you. Nimbus. Ooh, Planetary. Let's do that. Let's see, who has Dark Passengers, fine, Ancient Cloak. I just realized I gotta cleanse from him first. Let's cleanse that. Alright. Emotional, now we can do this. Alright, let's get to it. Biggest threat first, I would say, is Cherub Cupid. Let's do that. Let's do that. Yeah, we gotta kill Cherub Cupid first, I'd say. And again, this, you can land on everyone. I'm just clicking. There we go. Oh. Just clicking on Cherub Cupid over and over, but I don't need to be. There's that. Alright, he's dead next turn. We might as well start damaging you over here. Comes back to life. Essence. That bleed is going to be annoying. Honestly, we can... They all have Repentance now. We can start going after someone else. 41. Go over here. Light Shocks. Maybe we kill Elvira. Essence again. Let's go here. Light Shock. Cane Sword again. I love the healing component of it. Cane Sword again. 104. You're almost dead. Go over here now. 56. So now we just target Uriel. Alright. 174. Light Shocks. Elvira's dead. And then there's that. There's this again. I think I'm out of actual stamina, so I recharge. Oops, lost a monster. Planetary alignments, I guess, in this case. Cleansing. Damage boost. Cleansing. And then Charm Transfer. And then finish off. So yeah, different ways to go around the monster, but no denying, he's an amazing monster. If you haven't thought about getting him, or you're like on the edge of getting him because he is an extra turn monster and you're like, oh, I'm not sure, there's so many Anticipation, I think he's phenomenal. I think he's great. So with that being said, guys, that is it for my exclusive first look at VoltaiK level 150. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments below. Thank you very much, and remember to subscribe.